Hi, Joel. Congrats for the win. Tonight, the Sixers struggled a lot with the three-point defense. Any particular reason for that for you?
I wouldn't say we struggle much. That's what they do. They love to, take a lot of threes and make a lot of threes. There was a few times where we made a lot of mistakes, especially me, leaving the corner, and they had a bunch of wide open shots, and we should never leave the corner. So I got to do a better job. But that's what they do. They look to shoot a lot of threes, and sometimes there's nothing you can do about it, and you can just, do your best to defend it.
Thank you.
Mark Narducci.
Joel, late in the game, they had a chance to foul you, and it looked like they didn't want to do it because the way you've been hitting free throws. Can you sense the other team being demoralized at sending you to the line because of the way you've been shooting from the foul line?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, if they honestly had to call every foul, we'll go to the free throw line 30 times a game. There was we all humans, we make mistakes, and we all make our own judgments. So I don't blame them for missing any fouls. But there was a few that could have gone either way, and I honestly think that if we were to call actual fouls, we'll end up at the line at least 30 times, and the game would take very long. So in those situations, sometimes I just feel like, people just get tired of, calling a lot of fouls. But in that situation, I have been making my foul shots. So obviously, it just looked like they wanted to make sure someone else was getting to the free throw line. But we still got Danny Green to the free throw line, and he made those 2 free throws.
Thank you.
Paul Hudrick.
Hey, Joel. Earlier in the season, you talked about how you wanted the team to take more threes. You didn't think you guys were taking enough. Tonight, you guys took a whole lot, including a ton in the first half. Did you like to see that? And did you think that helped the offense at all?
Oh yeah, for sure. For example, they doubled me all over the floor tonight. Triple double. But we started the second half, and we kept posting me up, and as soon as I touched the ball, they were coming, and I just kept having a bunch of touch passes. Furkan made a 3, and we missed about 4 or 5 out of that play. And just like that, they started, going, single coverage, just because of how many threes they have been giving up. So, if teams are gonna want to double, my job is to make the right play, to either score or to find my wide open teammates. And if they start making shots, or if we're getting a lot of threes, now you leave me playing one-on-one, which is hard. It's hard to guard for anybody in this league. So that's what I've been saying. When we shoot a lot of threes, it's hard to double. And you could see in that third quarter and fourth quarter, it was harder for them to double.
Thanks, Joe.
Kai Carlin.
Hey, Joe. I wanted to talk to you about the defense, other than maybe like the 3-pointers given up. Do you feel like the team's defense is kind of playoff ready going into these final 16 games? It just feels like half-court defense. You guys are just shutting teams down.
Oh yeah, we are monsters in the half court. We got someone in Ben who should be the defensive player of the year. He's been dominant all season on that end of the floor. And I know that's something he wants. He wants so much, and he deserves it. He deserves to be defensive player of the year. And you got guys like me, and Matisse. Tobias is very underrated when it comes to that end, and obviously Danny. We got a bunch of guys, that also should be on the all defensive teams. So when you play against us in the half court, we are dominant on that end. Our downfall has been, transition defense. That's something that we talked about a lot, and we getting better, and we really gonna get better.
Thanks, Joe.
Jackson Frank.
Hey, Joel, midway through the third, that you kind of started getting the ball more in the free throw line area rather than the mid post. How do your reads change from there? What are some of the benefits of working there maybe than the mid post?
Oh, it changes everything. When I got hurt, and as I was coming back to the court, me and my trainer, we started talking about, ways how to attack, guys, teams that double team me or that come from the baseline or that directly comes as soon as the ball is in the air. And we were trying to find ways to, go against it. And, someone I may not have watched Dirk before, but we started watching, a lot of Dirk film and just him playing at the net, the moves he was using. And, it's hard to double from that nail because I see the whole court. As soon as someone comes, I see everybody. When you're on the post, it's kind of hard. People might think they're open on the opposite side, but there's a lot of hands that the ball got to get through. But even if the ball get to them, by the time that ball gets to them, it might be too late for them to have a wide open shot. But it's hard to double from that nail area. And, that's something that, I thought tonight, just because of the way they were guarding me, on the left block, as soon as I got to the nail, everything just opened up. I just started playing from there, making shots that we've been working on. And, when they were coming, kick it out the shooters.
And last question, Austin Krell.
Hey, Joel. All season, it's been back and forth with you and Ben as, the candidates for, the respective Player of the Year awards. How do you think Doc has, played a role in this turnaround from last season to now? And then, where is he in the running for that award in your mind?
Oh, like I said earlier, he should be the Defensive Player of the Year. Like I mentioned, in the podcast that I did yesterday or 2 days ago. I mentioned that that's an award. When I got to the league, that's something that I always wanted to win. So that side of the ball has been my defense, has been my focus. And obviously, at some point in my career, that's something that I want to win. But this year, he's been a monster. He deserves it. I mean, the way he guards, every player on the floor, and the best players, the best perimeter players on the on the other opposite team every single night. He's been bringing it. So yes, I really do think he should be the Defensive Player of the Year. And but then again, there's a few guys on the team that also deserve that respect when it comes to that. I keep mentioning Matisse, we got a bunch of great guys, that do their best defensively, but, the guys that stands out are, Matisse. Tobias has been underrated all season, and you also got me when it comes to our defensive team. But, like I said, Ben, he is the Defensive Player of the Year.
Thank you, Joe.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Joel.